My friends, my family, my fellows gamers, welcome back to another episode of Digital Street Show with, of course, the Godfather himself, Zaire, NxtGen720. What's going on, my good brother? It sounds like forever since we did this.
Yeah, it's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on. I said I had to find it myself spiritually and mentally to come back to even think about doing YouTube again. There's a lot of foolery and fuckery going on behind the scenes, man.
Listen, man, as long as you believe in the spirit of Kratos, all shall be overcome, my brother.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Put my faith in Kratos. He said, if you got the faith the size of a mustard seed, you can move mountains, man. I'm trying to move these mountains right now.
You know what I'm saying? With the chaos blades, you know what I'm saying? Anything could be done. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, we got some good topics. I also want to talk to you about something you did recently and stuff like that. But anyway, what you been doing recently? Have you got the opportunity to play Red Dead?
Hey, bro, listen, I'm booting up Red Dead today. I've been exposed. I've been looking since. There's been a lot going on behind the scenes, man. You know what I mean? I keep telling jokers, man, they don't stop. I'm gonna drop the Da Vinci Code, man. The Da Vinci Code about to come out, man. I was trying to put it together, with editing with a video format. I might just give it to niggas raw. You know what I mean? Hey, you say, yo, share my screen. Read this part right here. Next time, lay me on my stomach. Some shit like that, man. I'm coming out swinging, man.
You know what I'm saying? My man Zaire came in and be like, grand opening, grand closing.
For real, man.
Motherfuckers don't know A-bombs are about to be dropped and shit like that.
It's crazy, man. Like this shit, he said this is asinine.
Yeah, this is asinine, man. It was cool. I haven't started playing Red Dead yet. Because on the weekends I try to do stuff with my wife while we out here in Europe and shit like that. And I was in the middle of playing Deus Ex. I finally got around to playing Mankind Divided. I beat it today, actually. Finally got through. Yeah, I finally got through that game. Because I was going in and out, between games. I said, fuck it, man. Let me just finish this shit so I could move on and shit. So I'm gonna start playing Red Dead tomorrow and stuff like that. But but I think as we can move on to that topic, so best on X. Seeing the images, like the Xbox One X version, the game does look gorgeous. So I want to ask you this one thing.
Yeah.
How does a third party outshine the first parties on their very own platform when they're the ones that had the key?
You know what?
Hey, bro. It's not gonna make this easy for you. It's not easy. But that's my question. Like right now, like Red Dead. Red Dead looks also, nowhere near as good as One X, but it looks good on the Pro. I think there's some.
I've seen. First, let me start off by saying this. I've seen both versions.
Yeah.
My cousin and them and my son, they have Pro 4K TV HDR, and if you didn't see anything else, like this looks good. You know what I mean? It looks good looking game. It looks good.
Clearly, the X is the better version. They went. They went all out.
I will say this, right? When did the X come out?
X came out a year after 2017, November.
And I will say that the longer developers have these consoles in their hand, they're able to, work wonders. You know what I mean? I can honestly say, truthfully speaking, right? And I always say that you need to go to the digital foundry with the $12,000 PCs. It's we've never seen that a large of a gap between the Pro and the X in terms of visually. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think the X is 40% more powerful.
Yeah.
So give or take, you can tell. I'm not talking about. Remember the whole thing, 900p to 818. I mean,
this one's a clear, discernible difference. There's no doubt.
Ain't no 900p to 1080p. Nah, this is a big difference, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For those that, and again, and to answer your question again, talent, you know what I mean? And
or lack of.
Outside of Forza. Forza is going to be Forza, you know what I mean? Or goddamn card game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To me, it puts a lot of pressure back on Microsoft, and it should, you know what I mean? To what their in-house studios are going to be able to create with this console, because if it shouldn't be third-party games shouldn't outshine, you know what I mean, your exclusive. I'm not talking about what's better, Metacritic score. I'm just talking about in terms of visually, you know what I mean? All of them, you know what I mean? But this is, like I said, for those that may have been waiting the X money, you know what I mean, whatever the case, like, it's not that big of a difference. For those who are saying it's not that big of a difference, just Like, we got to be. He said we got to get the biggest knife in the drawer.
Even I see it. I didn't even see it from Twitter. I'm like, holy shit! Like,
yeah, no,
I'm like, goddamn.
Not in motion.
But I'll be honest, that's the first Xbox One X game that made me say, "Oh shit!" Like, I'll be honest, all the other ones look good, but I was like, "Man, you waited a year later and $5 for this." I'm like, I mean, it looks good, but it doesn't. This actually looks like,
oh shit, yeah,
like, oh shit. This
I
is
didn't
like,
think it was. Listen. Here's the thing. I didn't think it would be that big of a deal because all the other one Assassin's Creed is that
it
didn't
look that big of a deal.
Nah,
like to me,
this
is a true, like,
this here's something to slap your mama about.
Yeah, this is like, slap your mama crazy. Like, yo, I was like, oh shit, they really. And I'm thinking, god damn, bro, like Rockstar did something that even Microsoft themselves weren't able to pull off. I'm like, man, that shit's some spooky shit right there. But how long the
game has been in development? They said maybe 8-7 years. I don't know how many teams. Whatever. How many teams they had, but
that's all they really had to focus on because they didn't do shit else.
Well, I don't know. Do they split the team between
Grand Theft Auto 5? That's all they did. Patches.
But I'm saying, but I wonder. I don't know how Activision has Sledgehammer, Treyarch, and all that. I don't know how many teams that Rockstar has. They have the Grand Theft Auto team, and do they have the Red Dead team? I don't know how it works, but I'm gonna say this again. God of War is my love God of War, and I would say visually that maybe set the bar. This Red Dead Redemption surpasses that. You know what I mean?
The world is huge.
I'm not.
But I will say this though. The graphically, but I would say the advantage is, Red Dead Redemption runs on, using the X obviously and stuff like that. Would Santa Monica people or even Naughty Dog, if they had access to that level of power that Rockstar did with Red Dead, you think they would be able to show some shit?
Oh yeah. No, most definitely. If they had it's a 40% more power in those type of games that they make, absolutely. You know what I mean? My man, shout out to Stuart Stokes, man, coming in being messy. He said, what's crazy? Xbox finally got a win, but between Cope and Dylan was fucking up. Now the crumbs are mainly talking about the drama hashtag. Hey, listen, my man. Hey, listen, that's a real Donald J. Trump shit that he said, you know what? Don't believe your eyes. Don't listen to the media. There were good people on many sides.
Oh yeah, he pulled the Charleston.
I ain't lying. Hey, I like that. You might give me comment of the day for that, motherfucker.
Yo, that is comment of the day, because y'all did get a true W. This is a true W for the console war bullshit.
Yeah.
And they had but most people are talking about J-Dub. Yo, that shit is fucked up, bro.
That's crazy. You know what I mean? So yeah, but like I said, going forward though, you know what I mean? Well, like I said, I don't know. We gotta see. I know Crackdown's not gonna be that game, so it is what it is, right?
Nah, that shit.
But going forward, whatever.
Going from like if you look at the two platforms, right? Like on PlayStation, right? They people got God of War, right? And then Detroit, and then Spider-Man, and now we got Red Dead. So like everything's going up, right?
Yeah.
On Xbox, you had Sea of Thieves, right? Mm-hmm. You got fucking State of Decay, right?
Yeah.
You got Red Dead. So now you're at your high point, right? Crackdown's not going to maintain that same energy. People are going to be like, yo, what the fuck is this?
Well, the next
I hope they do something with it, but there's potential to go from Red Dead to Crackdown.
Here's the thing. To be fair, Red Dead ain't got me. Now Crackdown ain't got the art style. That's not. It's like a shell shaded. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But I guess the next big game visually will probably be Anthem. Now here's the question though. Now if I don't know, with BioWare, will they do it? But if they take the time and, like I said, fully utilize the power of the machine, will it be that large of a discrepancy again between the X version of Anthem and the play? Well, that's a good question.
I'll say one thing that might hinder. Are they trying to make it lock 60?
I don't know. I think it may be 30. I don't even think.
Oh man!
I'll shout out to
Destiny 30. So.
Everyone in the chat, what I mean?
But if they want to beat out Destiny, like because this is supposed to be like another Destiny killer, I will say one of the biggest things that would help would be frames. Because Destiny's locked at 30. So if they could get this game to be locked at 60, that's an advantage. Because you know how it is when it comes to like shooters and shit like that. 50 frames is always a big.
Anthem is 30 frames on console. It's 30 frames. Yeah, but shout out to over. Hold on.
So you know they're going for graphics.
But
man, over
done. We can read them. Yeah, read it.
Yeah, he says hashtag free JDub and also screw the Xbox cult praising Red Dead Redemption 2 as if it was exclusive.
Now here's a question, P Rock. Now, what if just say Red Dead started the set the standard, right?
Yeah.
And going forward, all of the big multi-plats will be that huge discrepancy between the X version or the Pro. This generation is over. You know what I mean? But what's my man name on IGN? He was being messy. Come on and say, no, you know what? He about to scrap that. It's so much better on the X.
The guy named Brian.
Yeah. That's
I thought about that. So this is what's pretty funny though, because this is where I start thinking Sony's slick as a motherfucker, bro. And this is why I'm gonna say why. So let's say right now they hit the apex where developers finally understand the X and games are significantly looking better, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So they get like kind of like Red Dead. They like now you starting to notice, hey, games are starting to look better on the X over the Pro. Like now is no longer, you have to zoom in 500 times. Like it's clear, discernible difference, right? 2019, Sony drops the PlayStation 5. Would that conversation matter now? With a new console releasing in 2019? And Sony starts hyping 4K 60, native 4K. You see how slick that shit is?
Yeah.
Because at that point, would you even care about X versus Pro?
No. Here's the thing. No. Well, no.
You're like apple pie, fast cars, fat asses.
Yeah. No. Here's the thing, right? The what do you call it? The multiplats or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to come on both the PS4, 4, 5, the X, or whatever Microsoft puts out. You know what I mean? If Sony is dropping this year, I don't. Microsoft, they're not going to give them that far, or they're not going to drop with them. You know what I mean? On the market to themselves. You know what I mean? And games again. All we're going to have first are the multi-plats. Games aren't that good at the start of the generation. You know what I mean? We're going to have an arms race all over again. And, when we tune it into Digital Foundry, this one got more grad. You know how this should be at the beginning, at the start of the generation. You know what I mean? But like I'm just saying, being honest with you, like the same thing, even looking at, like I said, The Last of Us 2. Like, goddamn, how much farther can they take it off? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Last of Us 2 looks fucking amazing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I was saying, the PS5 and the successor to the X, whatever the hell it's going to be called, it's really going to have to be some type of shit. Because we're already talking about right now whether it's dynamic 4K 30 or native 4K 30. With that, what was going to be 4K 60 or, you know what I mean? Like how much farther can they push as far as visuals, the envelope? You know what I mean?
Oh, well, not with these consoles. So I know a lot of people ask, at what point does graphics just stop looking better? You know what I'm saying? I always tell people, if you want to know the future, depending on, I'm not saying how long, I'm not saying it's going to get there this gen or next gen, whatever, but the future of console graphics, all you got to do is look at the movies of today. Look at the CGI cinema, the $100,000, $500,000, $1 million systems they use to do, Avengers, CGI graphics and, Deadpool and all that shit. Because I remember, if you look at it, you've been gaming, we've been gaming pretty much just as long as each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
You remember when Final Fantasy Spirits Within movie came out?
Yes, sir.
It was the first fully, CGI movie, whatever. That shit looked dope, right? Compared to, and, we had our PlayStation 1 with the blocky, Final Fantasy 7 looking characters, right? But when we saw the movie, you're like, damn, imagine if gaming looked like that.
Past that
right?
already.
Yeah. We fucking slaughtered that shit right now.
Yeah.
Like if you look at that movie today, that shit looks like ass. That shit fucking doesn't even look like a Switch game. You know what I'm saying? So we're always gonna catch up to what the movie industry has right now. So the CGI graphics of today will be the gaming graphics of tomorrow. It's just gonna take time to get there. Once these GPUs and CPUs get up to snuff to produce that. You know what I'm saying? Remember Toy Story graphics? That shit was supposed to be the barometer. And now our indies look like Toy Story graphics. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when if there's any question of graphics and consoles, just go for the latest CGI movie. Like Ready Player One and shit like that. That shit look crazy CGI. We're gonna get those graphics one day, and I'll say we're gonna get better graphics than what we see like in the movie Ready Player One. It just takes time and just components to get there. But as far as next gen, I think next gen is kind of like what the PS4 and Xbox One was to 360. 360 started the HD. Most of the games were 720p. Maybe a few 1080p at 30 whatever. Now you have Xbox One X and Pro. X is doing a better job of getting native 4K gaming at 30 frames and stuff like that. A lot of checkerboarding between the two. The PlayStation 5 Scarlett, they're going to refine that and be better 4K machines. I don't think they're going to jump into 8K or any weird shit like that. I think they're just going to get solidified 4K gaming entertainment. My personal thing, to me, these mid-gen refreshes, I feel those consoles were developed to get 4K gaming started, vice the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Scarlett. Because you saw in the beginning of the gen, right? Not in the beginning of the gen, but when this whole mid-gen refresh started, the bullshit started happening. Do I need a 4K TV? What kind of HDMI cable do I need? What's HDR? What does this mean? Does this look good here? Does it look good there? OLED versus QLED. All these questions and answers that people had. What's the difference between HDMI 1.8 and 2.1? Do you need this cable? What type of cable do I need? All these questions that people had about 4K, what type of 4K TV to get, how far is 42-inch okay? Is 50-inch? Is this $500 one good? Is this $1,000 one good? You all up in there. You know what I'm saying? For like a whole year. With PlayStation 5 and Xbox Scarlett, we won't have those conversations. PlayStation 5 and Xbox Scarlett won't be the ones to introduce 4K gaming to everybody. And then people start wondering, do I really need it? How much better is it? None of that, because all of that happened with the mid-gen refreshes. All those little questions and answers and research and all that shit. The mid-gen refresh did all that shit, right? While still making money off the PlayStation 4 Slims and Xbox One Slims. You see what I'm saying? Now when PlayStation 5 and Scarlett comes out, none of those questions are there. Nobody's confused. Nobody's wondering. It's just there. It's part of the culture now. And I think that's one of the things Sony and Microsoft had. I don't think they wanted PlayStation 5 and Scarlett to be the consoles to introduce 4K gaming. And now you have consumers like standing back wondering like, well, what's going on with this? What do I need? Because that slows down sales. When people have questions that, people, what's the word? They're kind of like reluctant to jump on. You understand what I'm saying? Now there will be no reluctancy. In fact, people got the 4K stuff. What they want is these consoles to really maximize it and do better. See what I'm saying?
Well, that's like the question I have for the guy John Petty. I had the sales analyst on the channel the other day.
Yeah, I want to talk about that too when we get the chance.
Yeah, okay. Well, we can segue into both here.
Okay.
And I asked him, like, as far as what you call mid-gen refreshes, right? Right now, whether it's native 4K or dynamic 4K, they're already given. So for the reason and purpose for those that care about a little bit more P's of going from, native 4K or upscale 4K is what you get the mid-gen refresh, the X and the Pro, right?
Yeah.
So at a minimum, you say, unless engines change, engines do become more demanding. They might go from Snowdrop 2 or Unreal Engine 5 or whatever the case may be. So at a minimum, we should be expecting 4K 660. You know what I mean? That's one thing that Phil did say around E3, one of those shows. He said, expect a huge performance as far as frame rates. Maybe might try to get that rising shit right. But again, the X came out and the Pro did well for Microsoft, did well for Sony. We're gonna have a PS5.5 Pro 2 and whatever the hell the next Xbox, so maybe 3 years in. It is what it is. So what? So what are they gonna give with that? You know what I mean? If we're already getting 4K 60, just for shits and giggles.
Yeah. So what's the mid-gen refresh really about?
What I mean?
Like we're gonna get checkerboard 8K.
Oh shit! You know what I mean? Like but that
HDR12.
But here's the thing: again, they just tested the market and it was successful. And for real, you got guys such as myself. We gotta have the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah, got the apple pie and the fast cars.
Yeah, man, bitch with the fat ass. You know what I mean? Bitch dumb as hell, but she got a fat ass.
Your money.
Bitch look like a goat in the face, but shit, man, bitch got a fat ass. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? So I don't, cause say just testing the waters. PC guys do it every goddamn year. The RX 280, the TI. You know what I mean? I can get a brand new console for $500. You know what I mean? Them niggas playing $14, $15 for cards alone.
Yeah.
They include the RAM CPU, you know what I mean? So again, just testing the
Yeah, these dudes fucking like King's Blood already ordering 2 of them shits for like $5,000.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, but he's called, like you say, called the arms race. What would be the, the reason or the incentive to? You understand what I'm saying? Unless our games, like man, that's what I'm asking. You know, or we super ultra, like, what's going to be the,
what's going to be the?
Because they can't be
the
saying
point.
4K.
What's the point behind a mid-gen refresh next gen?
Yes, I'm asking. We can't just be saying 4K 6 if we're getting 4K. Look, think about it, right? The Pro is what? Let's say 14. We ain't doing no points. Yeah. Say the 4 is 14 flops. The X is 60 flops, right? At a minimum, the PlayStation 5 should be at least twice as powerful as the Pro, right? At a minimum, 2 times as powerful, right? Yeah. So we going from at least 4 to, I'm saying, I'm thinking both these consoles be about 10 T flops. About the power of a GTX 1080 or whatever the case. That's a lot of goddamn muscle in the household in a closed environment. You know what I mean?
What you think we need for next gen consoles?
I'm just saying, I would think a minimum is probably 10 T flop. If the X is already 6, they can't come out with a 8. No. I mean, so it's gonna have to be 10 or better. You know what I mean? So
be 8. We'll be like, what the fuck? $500 for 2 T flops.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you know what I mean?
It has to be 10 at a minimum. Gotta be
at a minimum for both these guys. Gonna be about a 10. So you know what I mean? If we're getting 4K native there, and and a much beefier CPU. You know what I mean? They better not come with no goddamn Puma. I'm gonna be pissed off.
Oh shit, man! They're gonna come some weird line. We're using
They went from Jaguar to Puma to Battlecat. Snarf. You know what I mean? So
that's a Battlecat. Oh shit! Yo, let me try Stuart Stokes. He says, "Do you think that this better on the X is going to affect MPD with Red Dead Redemption 2?"
No.
Also, the Forza fans already bought an Xbox, so I don't think Forza Horizon 4 will help. No, because the console's already in place.
The console's
people already have no one's rebuying consoles for Red Dead. Most people already own their consoles.
Some
I may say collectors maybe or enthusiasts.
Not the casual.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean, the hardcore. You know what I mean. Some people go down because honestly, for those that care, and some people. Here's the thing: most people are not going to see it to be able to compare it. But if you were to see it though, and if you can afford it, there is a huge difference. And for those that saying it's not, like, we got to be honest here. Like I said,
you're true. Like the hardcore, they're probably looking to see the difference because some of them, like you said, they were playing it on PlayStation, but when they saw the X, they're like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna go on the X and play this one game because hardcore gamers will do that.
Hold on. I'm sorry. What you say?
Yeah, hardcore gamers will do that. They'll buy the console so they could play the best version, but it's not the majority. Some won't even know or even care to look at the PlayStation version. They already own an Xbox. There's dudes with an Xbox One S that are playing Red Dead Redemption on their One S. You know what I'm saying? There's me. Like, you got poor bastards like me. We playing it on the vanilla. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. So that's not going to ship anything in terms of sales. Like, there's too many consoles out there already to.
I mean, you would see a small bump, maybe it may, for the hype right now going around it, but I don't. Will it be enough to win the NPD? I doubt that very seriously.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's going to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So let's just shift to what's the dude's name? John whatever.
John Petty. John Petty.
Yeah. So the information he introduced into you was, I thought, like, oh shit, because he found a way to tell people pretty much how many sales Xbox One consoles out there worldwide without actually talking about the Xbox One console itself. And the way he did this, well, we'll talk about this. The way he did it, because I had a conversation with Mass. Me and Mass, we always talk about the numbers and shit. We're like them old dudes, with the little old machines and the poker hat with the cigars and shit in the back room, crunching numbers.
Well, first I have to see how did that relationship even happen? Okay, listen, I know some people that know some people, right? Maybe one day we'll leave my black ass, but this was happening, right? What was it? I think it was Beast. It was probably Beast Fire, right? Yeah. Nethus had a picture that someone put on what's the name of the damn site? Jesus Christ. Tumblr or whatever the case, but it was from this, right? So yeah, one of those sites, and not Tumblr. What the hell is it when you put the? Oh my god! But anyway, it was a picture.
It's not Reddit.
No, might have been Reddit, but anyway, someone sent Neithos a picture. Damn, the Xbox One is only at 36 million. So again, me being messy, we're just gonna talk about it during the show. Like some BG charts type numbers, right? Whatever the case may be, right? Because I didn't think it was that low. Someone was talking about, and in fact, they said the PS4 was at 99 million, right? Yeah. So like, after Sony just said it was at 80, so we're just gonna talk about it during the show, just for shits and giggles, right? But what happened was between the day and the show, was the day later after the show, was Mighty Mo. Shout out to him. You know what I mean? Yeah. He about the numbers too. Found somebody sent me the article where the photo came from. You know what I mean? Send me the article where I always say you'd be surprised who watches your shit. Send me the article where those numbers came from, right? And I'm not going to say who sent me the article. It's actually two people, but I'm not going to be messy here, right? It said, no, those are that's legit. This is a legit firm. Now, mind you, I didn't start saying this again. This company does not have, like you say, a dog in the fight. They don't have a horse in the race. What their company, like you have NPD, is responsible for counting everything, like what CD sales, car sales, just that. His company here, this deals with pixels, anything as far as pixels on the screen, graphics, TV, what pixels. That's what his company does, right? So Moss reached out to the company, and the guy said, "Yeah, sure, I come up there and I will explain the chart." Because to be honest, you know how you get those annually quarterly reports with Microsoft and Sony, and the average Joe Schmo, we get to talk about, we don't know what the fuck what it really means, but he really broke it down, computer sales, this, that, and the other. So again, you still see that 99 million. I remember I see Rand and them guys, and even shut up Tim like, dude, those guys, that analyst is full of shit. This, that, anyway, Sony, they just said they didn't know they don't have 17 million PS4s just sitting on shelves. And also, which is very important, right? And I try to tell motherfuckers at the start of the generation that Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, whoever, they only deal with ship numbers. They sell them to retail. It's one sale. Transfer of ownership from me to you. And then retail goes out there and sells it to the average Joe Schmo. And that's what NPD goes around to the different stores and, whatever the hell, and get however to get their data, okay? But they don't get paid twice. So when people say ship two numbers, and remember, you know how that was going on at the start of the generation. See, Sony sold through 10 million customers and shit. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up. Listen, no, it don't work like that. They deal with one goddamn number. It's what I make and I sell to you. And that's it. They're paid. Target writes them a check for, thank you for giving me these 4 million PS4s or Xbox. Here's your check. They say, this is investors. We just sold here to retail. Fine. Now, with that being explained, I'm glad he explained it again also, right? When you see the 99 million and then you see the, I think it was 36 point whatever million for Microsoft, right? Yeah. Those are what GPUs. Because you looked at the chart, you would say, well, Intel. They were talking about CPUs, and as far as gaming, we were talking about PC game. How many GPUs were sold to? Yes. They sold that year, whatever year they go up, whatever. The numbers, right? Those numbers, that 99 million and that 30, those were the number of GPUs, more or less, that they sold to Microsoft and that they were sold to Sony. The reason why you didn't see the Nintendo Switch here because Nintendo has a deal with NVIDIA, but the NVIDIA stuff was at the bottom of the chart too. But we're just talking about AMD right there. Yes. So when you see that big discrepancy of 99 million and Sony, they just ship or whatever 82 million. That's why we're talking about the number of GPUs that were sold to Sony, more or less. Give or take 1%, right? Now, so if you're gonna say that Sony number is way too high, well then shit, that Xbox number is way too high. But actually, let me bring up the chart. Let me talk. Let me if I get the goddamn chart.
Well, I got it right here.
Oh, shit! Well, share your screen. You're ahead of me. Yeah. But then again, right? So you have that. So this is what showed to, and again, this is before me seeing this chart or me having knowledge of anything about this chart. And the one thing this guy kept saying, John, shout out to him, he said it all comes down to the games, right? Yeah. Now, how I've been fussing for the last 2.5 years, more or less. And you're going to see the reflection of those sale numbers again, because it was horrible. I keep saying that shit. They went from selling about 8.5 million or whatever the case of, we're buying 8.55 to say million GPUs from AMD or whatever, so that number gets cut in half for the last 2.5 years. You know what I mean? And now you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Look at the numbers here. You got, forget the 360. From the Xbox One, you got it right there. From the Xbox One, they went from what for the first year, 3.0 to say to 10. Then again, they went from there. They say we're gonna round up. We're gonna say we went from 11 to 20. Keep it even. Then from 20 to about 27 or 28. But then you look at again. I keep talking about those last 2.5 years.
Yeah,
4 million. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's just been horrible. But again, these are the number of GPUs that AMD sold to Sony and sold to Microsoft. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's really not 36. You know what I mean? It's a little lower than that. Keeping it funky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I explained this to Moss because I was talking, offline about Moss because everybody keeps talking about the ship sales and store sales and all that stuff. So I explained to Moss, everybody's looking at this data the wrong way. And you hit the nail. You hit it on the nail. These are GPU sales to the manufacturer. You understand what I'm saying? So right now, cumulatively, right, up to the end of 2018, AMD sold 99 million GPUs to Sony, right?
Yeah.
And they sold 36 million or 37, we'll round it up, right? 37 million GPUs to Microsoft for the Xbox One, right?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean Sony already sold 99 million PlayStation 4. It doesn't even mean Sony already has 99 million PS4s manufactured. No. It just means that AMD sold them 99 million GPUs for Sony to make 99 million PlayStation 4s. This could be this allotment. I told Moss, this allotment could take them out all the way out to March for all you know. Sony probably already ordered all the GPUs they need all the way out to March. And they'll probably do their next shipment in December. They'll put in their next order. Hey, we need another 20 million GPUs for 2019, whatever. Because I told Moss, don't look at this as these consoles already made. This is just an item to create 99 million PlayStation 4s. It doesn't mean that it's already been created and sold. It just means Sony has the potential to create up to 99 million because they have the GPU. What I told Moss was the importance of the data from this is the sales of Xbox One GPUs. AMD sold Microsoft 37 million GPUs. What that means is there is no way for Microsoft to be at 40 million consoles sold because they haven't created 40 million consoles because they only have 37 million GPUs. That's the information people need to understand. Microsoft is nowhere near 40 million because they can't create 40 million because they only ordered 37 million GPUs. So at best case scenario, there's 37 million Xboxes that will be manufactured. And this is the question I have for Moss. The only question is this 37 million GPU something that Microsoft has planned all the way out till the end of December? Because if that's the case, that means by the end of 2018, they're only going to have up to 37 million.
No, this is what he did. This is what he told me. He said that this was calculated at the beginning of.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of at the beginning. We don't know if what they, or like, for example, we'll use Sony, right? Yeah. Because last year when they sold 20 million, they projected that they'll reach 90 plus million by the end of March, by this March, right? So when they ordered these units, are these units going to carry them out all the way out to the end of the year? So, for example, when Sony ordered, hey, we're going to need whatever, which pushes them up to 99 million, is that 99 million for all of 2018 and a little bit of 2019? That's what we don't know. We don't know how much is 99 million. Is this their plan? Are they planning to have 99 million sold by January? You know what I'm saying? So when they put this order in, is this going to carry them out for all of 2018 and part of 2019?
Well, shit. What month is this?
That is what we don't know. We don't know if Microsoft, when they put in the order, like let's say at the end of 2017, they were at 32 million, right? So that means they put in an order of 4 million. Now, is that 4 million for the whole year? Is that 4 million for the first 6 months?
Well, I don't know. But what he did say to me is, and again, being professional, like I was trying to say, and I tried my best To be, not on some fanboy shit. Don't I don't give a fuck who sells, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But again, like motherfuckers, I said, don't hate the messenger, don't shoot the messenger. You know what I mean? And bro, like I said, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a lot of people were upset again with this when me doing this video and me just trying to shit on the. Like what the fuck? Like what are you talking about?
Yeah,
like,
but there's nothing to shit on because you know what? You just opened up the best way to know how Xbox and PlayStation is doing without actually relying on Sony and Microsoft to do it. Because at the end of the day, if you sell an Xbox or if you sell a PlayStation, you need an AMD GPU.
That's what I'm trying to. Hey, listen.
You can't make a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One without an AMD GPU. So when AMD says, "Hey, we up to this point sold 37 million GPUs to Microsoft,"
listen. But
there's
check it out, Barack.
Yeah.
You know, everyone has their investor calls, their investor meetings. Now, this company's been in business, I think you said for 25, 30, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Cool. Yeah. The numbers that they're receiving from AMD. Now, you know, AMD is they're fueling both sides of the war, you know, or the war, the Civil War, the North and the South. You know what I mean? So they're not, you know what I mean? This is again, so again, like I said, when people look at these numbers or this, that, and the other, and I thought I tried my best to make clear, and people just saw that 36 million. Even Ram, he saw that 36 million, and he saw that 90 some odd million. The Sony just did a reason what
that's the thing. This is not Sony. This is AMD. AMD is just saying we sold 99 million GPUs.
Hey, bro,
they're not saying Sony sold 99 million. That's why I explained to Moss, and then Moss is like, now I get it. AMD provided, the component to make a PlayStation.
Yeah,
that's what AMD is saying. We sold 99 GPUs.
Yeah.
And as far as Xbox One's concerned, we sold 37 million GPUs. That's it.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? But hey, Paul, wrong. And at my age, bro, you're not gonna see me out there arguing and this. No, if you take it for what it is, like I tell motherfuckers, my opinion is my opinion. I ain't got no reason to lie about no goddamn video games, man. It ain't that. So if you believe it, those that get it. Those that don't find it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Impatient Fire, thank you for the super chat. He says, I hope these Xbox fanboys hyping the X version of RDR2 will be just as enthusiastic when the PC version releases. Graphics better matter then. Oh shit.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, Impatient Fire. You know a lot of Xbox fans, but really console guys in general.
No, don't really care about it. Yeah, like cool. They like cool. We're the year to play it. We on to something else, and that shit gonna go. We played that already.
That shit's old like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about not the game that I love, but practice. Played Red Dead Redemption 2 years ago. You know what I mean?
But that thing you found was a gold mine. Because again, but the thing is, people are so into the console, into the love. Like, we all do our fuck shit. Like me and you, we do this for the fuck of it. This entertainment, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
But when we try to pass knowledge, motherfuckers just can't turn the switch off. Like, enough with the PlayStation, Xbox love. Just listen.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna say this, right? Now, maybe it's not, how you say, the context of my character, but maybe it's the color of my goddamn skin. I want to say, for real, I'm not even tooting my horn, bro. On my little dog shit platform, I done gave niggas some jewels like IGN. But I get credit for it not. Man, and I ain't claiming to be no industry. It ain't that serious to me, bro. You know what I mean? And niggas gonna take that and run with it and do what they will with it. But I'm just being honest, like, I have no reason to. It ain't that, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, it ain't that serious. Like, you know what I mean? It's not. It's just we talking about video games and again, big quote unquote console, just for entertainment of something that we all love. You know what I mean? I'm not walking down the street, man. Sony is dog shit. I knock you. It ain't that serious to me, bro. We're just having fun and telling jokes as we go along. Yeah. But again, I tried my best to get my album.
What you did was a gold mine, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you found a way to get how well Xbox is doing without relying on the actual console. So, because it makes sense, because it's the same thing. You need a GPU. There is no Xbox One console out there that doesn't have the AMD GPU in it. It's only one manufacturer, and it's coming from them. So when the manufacturer, they're not in that console war bullshit. They're just talking about their product. Hey, we sold 37 million GPUs to Microsoft. And then for Sony, we sold 99 million. Yeah. The main thing people need to understand is there is no way Microsoft has sold 40 or more million Xbox One consoles simply on the merit that they have not been manufactured. That's all they need to know. It hasn't been made yet. Microsoft has not created, box, and by 12-year-olds in the fucking Taiwan, Famicom plants or whatever in China and shit like that. They have not slave labored 40 million consoles.
Hey, yo, my man, hey, Porter Rob. This motherfucker say, he says, yo, hold up, is I black or Hispanic?
My man's Dominican.
Oh shit, yo, my man, shit with a Latin accent, man. Fuck it.
Shit like that?
Huh?
Or is your wife Panamanian?
No, she's Puerto Rican.
Oh, Puerto Rican, okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh shit, motherfuckers like, yo, is he black?
Shit, right thing is my daddy. Yo, but no, that shit crazy though, man. I'm sitting back and like, yo, this motherfucker.
Yo, you finally brought. Yo, that shit should be an eye opener, and motherfuckers still like, oh,
it's not,
God, bro.
It's not. You got motherfuckers up there trying to describe. I don't care at the end of the day. Like, what the fuck? So the guy hit me back like, yo, what's up? I say, bro, welcome to the console war, man. Like, this how it is.
Yo, I hope they didn't get his Twitter handle because they're gonna fuck.
You know what's crazy, right? I was very skeptical about even putting the link on where stuff came because I know it's not me trying to be greedy and then like I know the man ain't signing for. You know how that shit go.
Yeah, he didn't sign up for that.
Yeah, so I was like, I just let it alone. Like, you find if you do it is what it is. You know what I mean? It ain't that serious. But I was trying to discredit his company. I'm like, bro, what is the man gets paid from Samsung and this and that? Yeah. You know what I mean? You know, like it's not like that. You know what I mean? It's not about an Xbox or PlayStation thing, man. His company's responsible for counting as far as pixels. You know what I mean? Toshiba, Philips, or you know what I mean, LG, all types of shit. You know what I mean?
He found that was a gold mine, bro. I was like, yo, fucking, out of all people, bro, motherfucker's been cracking the news. Yo, he's like Peter Parker and shit, getting all the pics of Spider-Man. Yo,
yeah, for real. I mean, but that one, that one, like I said, went over a lot of motherfuckers. They talk about it, man. Somebody could talk or somebody picked that shit up in an article. Guarantee you. You know what I mean? I already had motherfuckers. Yo, that is fucking legit. Like the fuck. You know what I mean? But like,
that article was written in April. I'm like, oh shit. Well, I guess it was private at the time or something. Like,
I don't even think it was even private. It was on the website. You know what I mean? Just that the average Joe Smo. All we know is MPD in the gaming world. You know what I mean? MPD. But there are 1,000 other. No, I say 1,000 other firms that do what MPD does. You know what I mean? MPD is well, maybe I won't say it's the biggest, but they not just. Again, video games, they do everything.
Yeah. And what you did too is you opened the door for us to now be able to extract data. So let's say like if we have trouble trying to find out how many consoles or how many units the Switch sells, right? Let's say Nintendo goes on their fuck shit and don't reveal sales, right? Now instead of trying to fucking go through the back alleys and get Nintendo Switch sales, we could go to NVIDIA and be like, hey, NVIDIA, how many of these little chipsets you sold to Nintendo to make the Switch? Oh, shit, we sold 35 million.
Yeah,
got you, motherfucker.
Yeah, check it out, right?
Got him.
You know what's crazy?
Got him. Because it's true. You can't have one without the other.
Check this shit out, right? So, look, me being messy. Well, I was probably just playing. But I was fucking with crapping them in the morning, right? Because check it out. Let me say this before we even go and talk about something else. I didn't even want to do the show. I don't give a fuck about no numbers and none of that shit. I was doing this shit for Moss and whoever imagined it. But I ain't got no job, so they couldn't do it. I said, man, God, let me get my ass up, pop my 2 Adderall, give me some coffee, wash my face, brush my teeth. Fine, I'm gonna make it. I had a list of questions again that I was going to ask him, but I couldn't even. But they were on my screen, and I had to do the show like we're doing it now. Yeah. And so, for some odd reason, he couldn't get his mic to work. But then when I was gonna cancel the show later. As me being on the phone with him, I said, I can hear you through my screen now. I said, because he ain't that much long, he didn't have that much time. So I said, fine, fuck him, we'll do the show like this. So, like, God damn, I ain't done a show like this in a long time with Hangouts and how I get the link. So when I got it all together again, so I'm just me freestyling off the top of my head and trying to make it again an even show, not no fanboy shit or whatever the case may be, just talking about how Tony extracts the data and what do they do. So I can't answer you. So anything as far as pixel wise. So, and I also try to, bang home with the fact like, hey, this guy doesn't have because we're gonna say, oh, this guy's biased, or what's the guy named Michael Patrick? Oh, he's more pro Sony that shit go right. Now I'm off on the Alex Jones hat, right? Whenever someone doesn't depict their favorite company in a preferred light. And he also kept saying, about the games, you know what I mean? And also this chart showed that I've been talking about for the last 2.5 years. You see the drop off. They were doing they never did as well as Sony, but but you see the drop off. They went from getting about $8 million a year to about $4 million.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Buying. You know what I mean?
That's like,
but it goes back to, like I said, the games, right? Mm-hmm. But again, check it out, right? So I remember I was teasing crap in the mall. Yeah, I said, bro, this shit ain't 40 mil. We're just fucking with them. Just saying 40. No, just that. I don't believe. And I said, bro, I'm trying to tell you, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. I got somebody coming on. Said, man, the NPD, those numbers, no one's gonna come out there and get sued. I said, only if you fucking know. What are you talking about? Like, man, he going off about that shit, man. Oh, shit, man. Fucking have fun with this. I said, bro. I said, since I've been done, no, I said, bro, since I've known your ass, man. I said, you don't never bet against black. Obama out. He was mad as oh shit, yo.
Oh, shit. God. Yo, shout out to Rhino Professional, man. My man's doing big things out here. He says the console war only exists in the minds of these slaves. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm starting to believe that this shit is like impactful to people's lives, bro. What segue into the final topic. Our man J-Dub, bro.
Okay, all right.
Our very own Santa Claus, bro.
I'm gonna say this, right?
Motherfuckers killed Kris Kringle.
Hey, yo, when they still in my man cradles on the cross and said, Father, forgive them, they know not what they do. They
man.
Check this out, right? Console war. And let's be clear this, right? Don't nobody in here own any stock. Well, let's your mask. You know, I know I always say that, right? But literally, I mean, like, far as, but this is not going anywhere. Far as there always will be a console war, more or less. You know what I mean? Even days in the playground was better Sonic or Sega. I mean, Sonic or Mario. This was better Atari or ColecoVision.
Don't.
Yeah. You know, it will always be there. You know what I mean? That's just the nature of man that wants to validate their purchase. If you don't believe what I'm saying, you have a community on YouTube for everything. BMW versus Mercedes-Benz. Samsung's 4K TV versus LG for every goddamn thing. You know what I mean? Now, it border gets you look when motherfuckers take it too far. And I've also said that these motherfuckers root for these favorite consoles or their console like it's their favorite sports team, the New York Knicks versus the Chicago Bulls. It is what it is. Most people, you know, guys will own everything or whatever, both the Xbox, but you will have your preferred preference. So there's nothing wrong with that, right? You know, whether you prefer the PlayStation over the Xbox, something like Baron, he prefers the Nintendo over everything. That's his preference. I don't understand it, but it is what it is. But then, you know what I mean? Then, you know, it would never be malicious on my end. It's not that serious. You know what I mean? I am, again, with J-Dub. Now, I didn't find this out till, I did the show with him yesterday. I didn't find out until yesterday. I didn't know that they had him blocked, unblocked him, talk shit to him when they responded back. He said, oh, yeah. What he said that Colt was going to be giving hand jobs behind the dumpster at Best Buy. And what made it funny, you know, Tim Dog was at Best Buy, MPD on lock. Ha, ha, ha. And anybody know, like, that's how we joke amongst each other. Oh, again, you know, we don't listen, no, in our chat, we don't say way worse shit than each other. You know what I mean? But again, it ain't for the public, but it's us just joking amongst each other. You know what I mean? Just bugging the fuck out. And then, you know, Dillon took that, when this guy should be flagged or stopped and then, you know, flag this comment. Like, and then then his account was banned for whatever reason, right? He says, good job. Now going, like, what the fuck is going on? Hey, hold. And it was crazy, right? I'm going to share my screen with you, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you something right here, right? Actually, let me go ahead. I can say, let me get to the message. I'm gonna show you something. Because when I came out and I spoke out about it, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, what the fuck going on? Well, you bugging, right? Let me show you something. Earlier during that day, I did a show with D. So, you know, they had some new PlayStation 5 news or rumors or whatever. And I was like, you know what I mean? And I used to do this, you know, dealer, D, whatever, just come out. And I haven't spoken to him. You know, I don't have a problem. Like I said, I don't have a problem with anybody, right? You know what I mean? I just go down and put all the business out there. But what's today? I said, yo, bitch, you changed your number. This is early that day. Nah, I don't know what's up. I text her, wanted to see if you want to do rock up me about to do something. So he went home. My bad. So I said, no problem. Stay blessed, champ. So I don't for no next gen. You just hating on. The first thing they say, you hating on this one, or you got I ain't got a problem with nobody. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't got a problem with nobody. But what right is wrong is wrong. I just spoke to this guy early in the day, so you know what I mean. Ain't wait for me to I should pounce on dealer or whatever. It's great. I just had a conversation with was Colt the same day, or maybe Colt the day before in the DMs. Like I don't have a problem with nobody, but that was wrong. And again, like I said, like what the fuck, like you know what I mean. This guy has done more for the Xbox community than any one of you pro Xbox channels. You didn't get worried about at least 10 Xbox One X's on the strength.
Yeah. Yo, I think the month Xbox One X launch, he gave out 3 of them shits.
And more since then. You know what I mean?
He gave Xbox One S bundles. Like, he's done a lot. And the crazy thing is, he doesn't do like Patreon or anything like that. He doesn't even announce it. Sometimes he just does it, and people be like, oh, shit.
Hey, yo, they got, because again, they questioned, they said that he gives stuff away to get likes. So, like, he don't, like, what stuff did he do?
He gives a fuck.
They don't even fucking know. Like you know what I mean?
He doesn't even know them.
Yeah, or people, like, or a lot of things, what I'm saying is a lot of things that he has done for different people within the community, the masses don't know, you know what I mean? Or whatever the case may be. And again, if you, like I said, it's all for entertainment. You have Tim Dog out there. You got Tim, the extreme Xbox guy. And you got JW. And you got, he said the yin and the gang. And again, people might think Tim Dog and Jay Kratos hate each other. One of the first guys, not just from the Xbox community or the places that was pissed off, was Tim. You know what I mean? Yeah. That we all be together. And like I said, like, like forget the bullshit. YouTube is entertainment. You know what I mean? This one, you know what I mean? You got something wrong. You got some people just don't like certain. It is what it is. But usually the creators, they be all together and whatever, talking behind the scenes. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So it's not that serious. So you got a guy that's a pro Xbox guy, like I said, it's thinking, and say, oh, what the fuck, this is wrong. This is bullshit. What the fuck is that? You know what I mean? You're going to pop shit to the man. Then, you unblock him, pop shit. And then when he respond back to you, like that's some other shit right there. You know what I mean?
I'm going to tell you that. I think that shit stemmed, like last year, before I moved to Germany and shit like that. Dealer and Colt, they tried to make J-Dub look like the most toxic gamer on Twitter, right? And the reason I remember, because that was like my running joke on the podcast when we were doing the 60 Frames podcast, all day, Jay Fonzarelli, J-Dub, and Craig. So every time we did the show, I used to introduce J-Dub as the most toxic gamer. Yeah, the most toxic gamer, right? But what happened when that whole thing was happening, a lot of people clapped back at Dealer and Colt saying, yo, how are you going to call him the most toxic gamer when, just like what we're talking about, he helped out so many gamers? A lot of gamers have consoles because of him, and he didn't, some people, they were able, he helped them upgrade to an X. He got them Xbox One S bundles, PlayStation VRs, Nintendo Switches. A lot of gamers are gaming because of J-Dub. So how can you call him the most toxic gamer that's bad for the community when he's actually investing and supporting the gaming community, right?
Yeah.
So I think ever since then, they didn't like that shit because mad people clap back at them, making them look stupid.
Hey, yo.
So I have a feeling that since then, they had enough for him, bro.
It's maybe a little before that. I'm not at liberty to say right now. It's a little deeper than that.
Oh,
yeah, it's a little, and like I said, I'll almost say to if you watch, most likely you watch a goddamn thing. Choose your words wisely. You know what I mean? Because it's a little bit more deeper. And I said, I hate them. They may think it's not the context of his character, but maybe it's the color of his skin. I say that for a reason. You know what I mean? And also when the next gen released the tapes, so I was in charge to be, because at the point where I just don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't care who don't talk to me. It ain't like that, man. It is what it is. And sometimes I shoot straight from the hip, let the chips fall where they may, right? And I say release stuff because it won't just be Dealer and whoever else. There'll be a lot of motherfuckers chat saying a whole bunch of crazy shit. Them talking about each other. I don't give a fuck. Like I don't, and just keep it pushing. You know what I mean? Bro, I'm just being real. No, we didn't talk about some shit off the air. You know what I mean? Yeah. Shit is definitely kind of spooky. You know what I mean? So they have, but what's crazy? They still going to have people that support them, which is cool. But like I said, sometimes I say, believe half of what you hear, nothing what you see, man. Shit is definitely fucked up around here. You know what I mean? And maybe things. And listen, I told Jay yesterday, right? We talked for a while after the air. I said things happen for a reason. You know what I mean? For you can see actually who really with you or ain't against you, or you know what I mean, how this shit may go. You know what I mean? But to read some of them comments is the crazy part. What bothered me the most is some of the comments that when he put the tweet out there. Oh man, that's so wrong. Because he said give him a hand job. Like, oh, you nigga, what the, all this shit we talk about each other. You know what I mean? In them chats, and you know what I mean? You like a hand job?
Yo, that shit blew up because you saw like everybody was screen capping dealer shit. And you saw all the bullshit he said. But nobody fucking banned him out, right?
Like, come on, can we listen? Like, what are you doing here? Like, let me say this, right? If you think somebody tells someone to go do a hand job, if that's so fucking atrocious or whatever the fuck the case may be, nigga, you shouldn't have no shit talking on your channel whatsoever. Making fun of the ponies, none of that shit. If you think the word hand job or just is the worst thing ever, like somebody spit in Mother Teresa's face, oh my God, look at this Jason hand job. Oh no, like what the fuck are we doing here, man? Like this shit, wow. You know what I mean?
Oh,
but you told me, listen, I told you what the cracking was like when you told me the my place color boy and all that shit right there. But it's us bugging the fuck out. You know what I mean? Hey, brother, listen, leave me alone. I'm telling you, leave me alone. You know what I mean?
Hey. Mind your business, come for you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? The bomb my place. They gonna say, you know what I mean? Listen, I knocked the bottom of this motherfucker out, man.
Oh shit.
Yeah, yo, like, come on, y'all bugging out.
Shout out to Overdone, man. Thank you for the super chat. He said, better watch out. If dealer Co East will suddenly has you unblocked, they might be going for another Twitter flagging spree. I say this, I blocked them. After I saw that bullshit, I said
I want him to.
I blocked dealer, I blocked Co, and I said I'm gonna block any RDX weirdo. What is it? Another RDX dude. I forgot his name.
Shady?
So shady. Yeah, I blocked his ass too. You are RDX weirdo, I'm blocking you. I'm not doing it because that's some JTech shit. They unblock you and then they talk shit and then they block you again. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I ain't got time for this shit. Like, yo, if you in with the bullshit and the fuckery, then stay in. You know, we just talking jokes. No, but this shit,
I want. Listen, I want him to flag another goddamn account. I want him to. I triple dog dare you. I double dog dare you. I want you to flag another goddamn account. Ooh. Say the word pony on goddamn Twitter. Ooh. Fuck that. I'm about to be petty now. I don't even give for free smoke. Say you don't like the PlayStation on Twitter, nigga. I dare you.
My man out here like Samuel L. Jackson. Say what again?
Yeah. Now, what country they speak the language what? I dare you.
Oh shit.
I dare you. I guarantee you. They can listen. Don't at me, don't DM me. Then now they talking about what's the guy named Stick Figure reaching out to Moss. You know, I'm gonna get the fuck out. What's his name? Lethal Partner. Get the fuck out of here, man. I want to talk. I want to talk. We don't listen. Yeah, what was wrong? And look, we wrote you. It's not that you know. You just said it because Jay's on fucking the morning. No, it ain't even about that. That's some weirdo shit y'all did, bro. What are you doing? Like, come on, man. Like, you know, like, again, I don't understand that level. We just talking about video games. This man has never said anything about your mother, your brother. You're talking about video games. You know what I mean? Like, what is? I don't understand that level of hate, man. Like, this shit is just weird to me, man.
I don't know, man. You know, I mean, fucking, I don't know, bro. I mean, dudes is built different now.
Bro, and again, man, it's a lot of motherfuckers. Like, it's a lot of cooning going on out there, man. Bro, for real, man. Captain, like, listen, man. Bro, there's a lot of weird shit going on out there, man. I'm looking at all these. I've already looked at them kind of spooky any motherfucking way, man.
Yo, you would think you and I set the best example because we were two dudes on the opposite ends, right? We were baptized. Our friendship is baptized in war, bro. We were two dudes in the middle of a battlefield. Your side's getting bloodied up. My side's getting bloodied up. Hell, I hooked up with you because my side was getting their ass kicked in the debates, and I couldn't take it no more. That's how this whole shit started between me and you. Debate, talking shit against each other. You know what I'm saying? Well, I had to bury J Sentries on that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we didn't do no weird shit. Like, once the debate was over and we were just bullshitting offline.
Yeah.
You know, I'm from New York, Jersey, and we just two real dudes, and that's it.
Yeah.
We didn't let the shit that we were doing fucking carry over. Like it's just you
know what it is? I think maybe it's because we're a little older or older than some of these guys or whatever. Well, some of these motherfuckers are older than us will be acting the fuck up. And just realize it's just shit talking and video game. At the end of it, we're just talking about.
I wouldn't even act like this like if I was 16. I wouldn't even take this shit personally.
Yeah, it ain't that like it ain't that goddamn serious. You know what I mean? Like we're just talking about video games and again after once the show, like only seen, to be fair, only seen maybe once or twice. Shit spill off the air when K Megan did that shit was 60 frames versus 30 frames, and then K Megan all day. What you a snitch? No, you a snitch. Man, that motherfucker die. I said, we record this shit right here. You know, that's the only 2 times since I've been doing this shit that I've seen it go off the air to behind the scenes. And I said, D, how tall you is, D? You know what? I'm gonna see your ass in E3. I said, oh shit. He said, I'm sorry, K Megan. What you want to fight? You're ignorant, man. You're ignorant to the facts. I said, no, K-Meg, I'm not going to E3 because you're ignorant. You're ignorant to the facts.
She said, how tall is you?
Megan wanted to fight like a motherfucker. He called it ignorant and shit about them 30 frames and 6.
How
could you argue 30 frames versus 6? He said, nah, because Don said Don is he said, what the fuck? He said Don was a game developer. And I'm like, oh, this shit about to go. Like, oh, come on, nigga. Hey, nigga, you can't argue any goddamn thing. You call that motherfucker ignorant. Show ended. He's like, D, how tall you is? How much you weigh, D? I said, damn, what you sizing them up? They was arguing like a motherfucker, yo. They was talking about fighting.
Yo, you can't.
I said, damn.
Yo, motherfucker, Simply D's like NxtGen720 is like that homie you can't stand sometimes, but will always be there for you and always have your back. You know
what I mean? Like, shout to Von Lamont. If Jay was homophobic, that means Colt is actually gay. Then Dealer a punk that put his Twitter on private community on his neck. Now he's scared.
Oh shit, man! It's true what they said, bro. Xbox community had to win, but Dealer had to fuck it up.
Yeah, I don't even think what he said was homophobic.
If anything, like really, a hand job is a universal term.
Yeah, like bro, I don't even know, man. Like, man, I'll sit back scratching my head like this one, this beyond C. Like, is this for real? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't like I thought it was still a joke. Like, I didn't, it's for real. So by the time I set my drunk ass down, find out what the fuck didn't happen. I'm about, what happened? What? Oh, hell no! Hold up, man. Let me hop my ass out there right quick. But when you wrong, shame on you. Have you no shame? Shame.
Shame. Yo, that's crazy, bro.
Has he done a video yet since then?
What happened?
I wonder if he's gonna do a video explaining this, or he's just gonna let it go over.
Dealer?
Yeah.
I don't know. He might as well just shut up, bro. I don't know. He man lay low, bro.
So you better lay low. Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, bro. So I think that's it. Is there anything else you want to talk about? I think that we covered everything, bro. We covered the fuck shit.
Yeah, I think we covered. We said Jack Cool just I don't know, because he said next year, what's your thoughts on Xbox about to be replaced? But we can talk about this again, the streaming thing, right? Oh, last thing because
the XCloud.
Yeah, because since we spoke about it and we had a different opinion, I don't is the beta where you can get it and where you're at, because I have the
I haven't even tried. Well, so what you did? You did the Google beta or the Google beta?
Yeah.
Oh no, I haven't tried that. How you sign up? You go to a website or something?
Yeah, I seen the link. Or somebody.
And where do you download it? You download it on your PC?
No.
Where you put it? Or they give you a device?
Apply for it.
Yeah.
And then they send you a code. You click on the link on your what do you call it? Not Firefox, Mozilla. I mean Google Chrome.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're playing on your PC,
bro. Shit work.
Oh shit, you're playing on your PC, so that shit was good.
Bro, this shit worked, man. Like, this shit crazy as hell. It worked, bro. I remember I was like, nigga, I was saying I don't want my consoles going. I still don't want consoles going anywhere.
Yeah.
But
did shit work?
Like, I mean, I'm not talking.
I'm gonna be real, bro. If this xCloud thing is good, I'm gonna go that route.
No, I'm just saying, like,
I'm gonna be real.
if
my comments, because like for me, Xbox is my secondary platform. It's not my primary one. So if I could get a stick for $75, me, my cheap ass, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm just saying right now, what Google's doing, you don't need anything. They don't, bro. It's just you run the bitch out of the
the browser.
Bro, when I say that it works, like I mean, it looks better, not better than my Xbox One X version of the fucking Assassin's Creed. Like no issues whatsoever. You know what I mean? And I know the minimum they're saying 25. They said the optimal experience is 25 down, but you can use the servers at 15. I have 150 up. 150.
Oh, so you killing it?
Yeah, but what I'm saying again is like because I had my reservations like say or work in latency, son. Like there's no difference. Like I'm honestly saying that. You know what I mean? And it's coming from a guy like I like unboxing my consoles and getting my collector's editions. There are going to be a lot of people, a lot of gamers that they're going to take advantage of this. That people talk that shit. An example, like everybody's not going to get the PS5 day one. This was just good, or the next Xbox day one. But you can still play those games, and they're going to be popping shit. Shit, like I said, it worked. Like, bro, like I'm telling you some real shit. It's kind of scary. Actually, it is scary. You know what I mean? That they totally took of you needing a actual a physical fucking device to play games. All you need is I don't give a fuck. You got an e-machine or a compact computer, whatever the fuck. All you need to do is plug your controller into your PC or whatever the hell tablet and run it off Google Chrome, and it fucking works, bro.
Now, you think, let's say if this gets popular enough, you think this will, how can I put it, reduce the demand for graphics?
Huh?
For convenience?
You said what?
Well, do you think something like this, the popularity of this stream, right? Would that reduce the demand? I'm not saying eliminate, I'm just saying reduce the demand for graphics.
No,
because people will prefer. It's like me, like you got 4K movies, right? I don't really care for 4K movies because I'd rather have the convenience of just being able to stream it.
You know what I'm saying? The fucking Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah,
it looks better than my 1080p 60 hot settings. Ain't no fucking downgrading graphics, and I don't have to buy a $5 console. That's why I'm saying it's scary. Not saying the games you're gonna be the streaming games like Candy Crush. No. Fuck all that. I ain't got. And again, there's gonna be a lot of people say, "Hey, I ain't gonna buy a console." I'm gonna buy me a console. But again, you don't need a fucking for what Google showed. I mean, what they're here, and they're also coming up with their own console, whatever that was gonna be, Project Yeti. You don't need any goddamn thing. Plug your controller into whatever, and it works. Games ain't dumbed down, bro. This shit crazy. Literally, like I said, this shit is kind of scary. It blew my mind. I was not expecting. It's easy to talk about it and oh no, the latency, this, that, yeah, this go until again, you're actually sitting, you're doing it, and it's like, and I'm not fucking exaggerating or no, this shit works. And can nobody in this motherfucker right now with a straight face? They tried that project stream. They said there was any issues. Like that shit fucking works, bro. Post up, guys. Post to tell you. You know what I mean? That shit crazy.
Hey, I'm gonna say that if Microsoft able to pull that same shit off with xCloud, I'm probably gonna go for xCloud for next gen.
It's crazy. I don't know how good they can listen.
I'm just saying if they could do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I think because they got their Azure servers. You know what I'm saying? So I think Microsoft
within 10 to 5 megabytes. Sony, I mean, Google wanted 25. Like I don't know what you know what I mean. And I think that's what comes in that device to take it away. Some of, like I said, the input, like as far as the controller, you're gonna do that on the actual whatever box it is there, and then you can combat the latency and get it to work between 5 to 10 megabytes. You know what I mean? Well, as far as Google, I think the optimal experience is 25 down. Yeah, but bro, like I said again, it works. Like I said before, it said, hey, my grandson calls me and said, hey, I want the new Xbox for Christmas or something. Instead of buying him a fun on Xbox, I buy him goddamn games and no difference. Like I'm telling you some real shit. Like it, bro, it really, really opened my eyes. You know what I mean?
Man, that's crazy.
I like to buy consoles. I like opening my stuff, my this and that. There are a lot of people out there. And you can talk this shit down in the comments, like I said before. When these new consoles, both these new consoles come out, And I think a lot of people that may have a negative connotation of streaming games because of what PlayStation Now was or what Gaikai was, what On Live now was. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm just talking about for what I mean with this Google Stream thing here, bro. This shit works effortlessly. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. Whatever games you own, you like the same thing. You buy them digitally, and whatever device you go to have access to your library for those whatever. Like this is crazy, bro.
Damn.
Yeah. And I shut my mouth, and you would never hear me say anything negative about streaming again, like ever. Like what I mean, like it's I mean, they made a believer out of me, man.
Oh man. All right, man. That's some good info right there. Yeah. So send me that link, man. I'm gonna see if I could sign it up from out here and see how it is out here in Germany and shit like that.
Yeah.
I'll check it.
Hey, Post, do me a favor, Post. Drop the link. Post was playing on Mac on his wife. Hey, Post, drop the link to that.
Oh yeah, put it in the chat. Yeah, in the DM.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
All right.
So I think that's it, man. So what you gonna do now? You about to get your Red Dead on?
Yeah, I'm about to give extra money to watch my dog first.
Give me a black cowboy.
Yeah, black cowboy. I'm the black cat boy. I'm watching I gotta watch my dog first, and then if I watch my little dog, then I'm making it happen till later on tonight.
All right, no doubt, man. It's good to do it. Thanks for doing the show. We're gonna run this back again next week on your channel. You know what I'm saying? And we'll continue. We'll continue to thrash dealer.
He said, "Musky Mom says he hey bro, Post is in Chicago. Needles is in Connecticut. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No,
That's some shit, man.
Yeah.
So with that, grand opening, grand closing. I made more money than I ever did. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but yo, this is your boy Portorock 77. We got the Barfather himself. I hope you enjoyed the show. Check out when's your next show?
Friday tonight, BGST.
Oh shit. So join BGST. You're gonna talk about them 37 million GPU sales?
Yeah, right. We'll start some shit.
I'm gonna be in the chat. I'm like, yo, I heard AMD sold only 37 million GPU.
Shout out to everybody that rocked out with us live. We appreciate it, man.
Oh shit! I'm gonna donate $5 just to curse out Crap Gamers. He could be complaining. These people really pay you to say this stuff? Yo. All right, later, people, man. I hope you enjoyed the show. Check out BGST tonight on Zaya's channel.
Yeah.
Hey.
No shit, bro.